Okay, hi Junkie. So this is part 2, okay, of your of this series for modification. So to start off, one of the most important, I will start off with the most important modification that you can do in your bass is change the strings. Okay, some might argue with me that strings are not really modifications. Actually, it should be a modification because, of course, these are not the stock strings that were attached to this bass when I first bought it. Okay, although they were good. Okay, when I buy a bass, okay, let's say the price of the bass is 15,000 pesos, I also take into account the price that I have to pay, okay, to change the strings. Okay, I highly recommend that when you buy a new bass, you also buy new strings. All right, you have to buy new strings. So I will just give you a quick overview on about strings. Okay, I made a video just recently about strings. So just a basic, just a few basics. Few basics. Here in the Philippines, at least, you will have the round wounds and the flat wounds. So those two strings, okay, are the most common strings available, and they're usually made of stainless steel. Okay, stainless flats. Okay, stainless round wounds. Although there are round wounds that have the nickel. Okay, nickel wound. Okay, the nickel wound, they are also bright like your stainless steel, but they are more like this one. Okay, they're more slick. Okay, it's easier. It feels more comfortable to slide around. Okay, of course, flat wounds are the best when you would like to slide. However, the flat wounds are warm sounding. Okay, warm sounding, and round wounds are in general brighter. Okay, and brighter, and are more amenable to the slap. Okay, if you like the traditional slap bass tone. Okay, so strings, because new strings will actually give a new life to your bass. Okay, I have tried some basses that sound dull. Okay, because stores have these basses displayed for a long time. They don't clean it sometimes. Okay, the strings become dull and they sound really different. Then when I attach new strings to it, wow. Okay, so for me, I started with strings because this is the most important modification that you have to do. Okay, with your bass, you have to buy new strings, especially if you have just bought a new bass. Okay, and even if, let's say, you experiment because strings are, I think, the second in the pathway to your tone. Okay, the first one will be your hands, then your strings, then the wood, then the pickup, then the amplifier. Okay, so very important. So strings are very important. Round wounds, lighter sounding. Flat wounds, flat wounds are warmer. Okay, warmer sounding. All right, so there. So strings are very good, a very good modification. So see you in part 3, okay, where I discuss the bridge.